And Ranking Member Cochran, thank you for holding this hearing today. Madam Chairperson, I know you're very proud of receiving the 2013 Perseverance of the Year Award with all of the commodity groups and farm organizations, and the broadcasters are here. They voted. I just don't know where we're going to put the statue, but we'll figure that out. Okay. Anyway, thank you. Secretary Vilsack, I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate your update on the Department's implementation of the Farm Bill. It's been about 2 years since you were last in front of the Senate Ag Committee. I think you look younger. But at any rate, welcome back. Since that time, I know everybody is concerned about the dates and when the Farm Bill implementation will take place. We were talking about that earlier, sometime in the fall with the new programs. I hope more toward October, when Kansas State plays Iowa State, as opposed to Thanksgiving. But the Kansans that I visit with, I'm about 103 counties done of 105, they're really concerned about various agencies' regulatory efforts, or what I call over-regulation. And I share their concerns, and I would hope, now with the Farm Bill signed into law, that at least, and I know you're extremely busy, but if the Department could focus on delivering farm and food programs, not new regulations, I think that would be the #1 issue that I've heard out in farm country. And Madam Chairperson, I think at an appropriate time, and I know time is our most valuable commodity here, but the full committee should have the opportunity to have a more in-depth discussion and review of the new USDA climate change hubs, more especially with the President's announcement as of yesterday, the Department's role in the recently proposed Waters of the United States regulation, and last but not least, the listing of the lesser prairie chicken as a threatened endangered species that farmers believe in 35 counties of my state that are also threatening them. But we're here to discuss the Farm Bill, and so to that task, the recent wheat quality tour in Kansas has forecasted the lowest crop in the state since 1996. Crop insurance will once again be critical to our producers suffering from a hard freeze and the ongoing drought. Again, I appreciate all the efforts and the staunch support of our chairperson in regards to crop insurance. The RMA has a very data-driven process to offer new crop insurance products, as the right figures are necessary to ensure proper ratings and to protect the integrity of the overall program. Wheat, corn, soy, and other commodity growers across Kansas are worried that their county crops, crops, may not have quick access to the supplemental coverage option, the new SCO, or other new products due to a lack of data. So my question is, does the RMA currently have enough yield and production history information to get the SCO off the ground and available to all producers quickly? And if not, how is the coordination effort with the Farm Service Agency and the National Agriculture Statistics Service going?
Senator, we believe that we'll have the supplemental crop insurance option available this fall. One of the challenges with wheat producers is that we probably will have it available before wheat producers are in a position to determine whether ARC or PLC is most beneficial to their operation. So we will give wheat producers additional time to sort of rethink their crop insurance decision, because if they choose the ARC program, then they won't qualify for the supplemental crop insurance option. So if they start off by saying, yes, we want SCO, then they decide ARC is better for them than PLC, we'll allow them the opportunity without penalty to reverse that SCO decision.
I appreciate that very much. Recently, the Department and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service released predictability agreements for the lesser prairie chicken habitat that's enrolled in working lands in the Conservation Reserve Program. I know those agreements are necessary and they're appreciated, but they have not ended farmers and ranchers' fear that future decisions could have the Federal Government driving land out of agriculture production. It's a very real concern among farmers and ranchers. I would change that from concern to frustration and possibly even fear. How would you respond to farmers and ranchers in western Kansas right now that are concerned about being forced to idle agriculture land for a bird that we can't find?
Senator, I think that we would suggest to your producers to work with their local NRCS conservation specialist to put together a conservation plan, because if they're able to do that with the cost share assistance that we provide at USDA, we can provide them 30 years of regulatory certainty that the rules won't change and that they will be deemed in compliance regardless of what the determination is relative to lesser prairie chicken. We've been working on this with 7 different endangered species. The sage grouse was the first one that we started with. So I would strongly encourage them to look at the voluntary conservation opportunities, the cost share opportunities that NRCS presents, and if they are able to do that and we're able to certify that they've complied with our structure, we are now working to get them 30 years of regulatory certainty, which I think is a good way to approach the lesser prairie chicken.
Well, I appreciate your response, and I'm going to be in touch with you as this goes along. We have a May 12 announcement, and we're just going to have to see, how this is working, and I appreciate that. I don't have any further questions now. I yield back. Thank you, Ms. Secretary.